All right, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of One Shot. And today we're joined by Jehari Jacobs. Jehari, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience, man?
Well, technically, I'm a freshman in college now. We're no longer a senior. I'm a power forward and a center, and I go to Methodist University. Woo woo!
Congrats on that, by the way. What level is the Methodist, by the way? Like,
It's
what?
D3.
D3.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
we're still in NCAA. We just don't get the hype.
Right. No. I got you. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I do that before I said anything dumb. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and start asking you some questions. So my first question for you is, what do you think about the representation of women's sports and media, and how do you think it should change at all, if at all?
Ooh, I mean, I think now is getting more and more televised and more put out there, but there's still like those people who don't appreciate, or they think that we're not doing as much as the men. I think honestly it just needs to be put on more. Like right now there's a WNBA game that comes on at 10, but you can't watch it unless you're on Facebook. But any NBA game you can watch on cable TV, on YouTube, or anything. So I think it's more of getting the respect of being televised and just show that we're doing the same amount of thing. Yes, we don't get paid more. I mean, we don't get paid as the same, but they're still doing the same thing.
Nah, you want to know what's crazy about that guy? That I didn't even know. Like, I knew the NBA finals were on at 9 o'clock tonight, but I did not know there were any. I thought and this is how you know, like, it may be me just not paying enough attention, but I really thought the WNBA season was over. Like,
it just started.
That's right, it just started.
Okay, so it just started. Okay, cool.
Like a month ago?
It's like, that's
like a month ago. You got to be tapped in. Like, if you're not tapped in, you're not gonna know about like having the stuff going on. So
right.
And that's what, because I was talking to my uncle about this the other day. We was like, it's like you don't even. It's like if you're not really in it, then you're not gonna know, man. And I think with how many casual fans of basketball and of other sports there are in America, I feel like people like and I'm talking about ESPN, Fox Sports, ESPN, all of these places where they talk about sports. I feel like these places need to be talking about women's sports more, because it's ridiculous that I love watching basketball. You know, I could watch some Taurasi all day. So Sue Bird, all of these amazing. I didn't even know that the WNBA season started.
the man said Deanna.
Right, it's Diana, but we gonna let him have it.
No,
Diana Taurasi, bro.
Bro, I was listening to Diana Taurasi this morning, bro. Man, she is. Yeah, that's my team right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Heck no.
I'm about to say the Aces is the team. Asia Wilson, Chelsea.
Oh, that team is stacked.
That team stacked.
That team is stacked. Kelsey Plum,
she hard on her by herself. Then you got Asia Wilson.
Well, anyways, besides that, Gab, you go ahead and ask your next question, bro.
All right, for this question, gonna take it back in time. At what age did you get introduced to the game of basketball, and when did you realize you could be good at it?
Ooh, I got introduced to it. My sister played when I was 5, and at that time I was cheerleading, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. She was playing and she had like all the friends. She was good too. And then I stopped like sports altogether till like middle school. So then I started playing for real middle school. At the same time I was doing competition dance. So probably freshman year or the end of freshman year, I was like, oh, I could take this really serious. So honestly, the high school, that's when I started taking serious.
So
yeah, I wish I took it serious more though.
Wait a minute. So you used to be a dancer?
Yeah, national champion.
Wait, but that's besides the point now. That's actually really cool. And there are a lot of people actually who, and of course you've been playing like for a while, but there are actually a lot of people who like started playing like recently. Like, what's an example of an NBA player that started playing? They were only playing for like a year and they were like really good. Yeah.
I don't know. Like NBA players that's in there like right now. I don't know.
Yeah, like Joel Embiid. Like Joel Embiid. Like.
Oh yeah.
He started when he was on the 16, and he mean, he's in
Giannis
the
too,
NBA.
right?
Yeah, Giannis too. Actually, yeah, I think Giannis too. So
He started like when he was like 16, right? Something like that.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know of any WNBA examples of that. Jahari, I don't know if you know of any.
I don't think there are any. Most RA is not taken serious, so you gotta work 10 times harder.
Yeah, that actually brings it to my next question. Actually, like, would you say, and I don't mean to make it like men's versus women, but would you say it's harder to like go pro in the WNBA sense because, or to go to the WNBA, because a lot of people would say that it's harder to go to the NBA because there's well, at least from their perspective, they think it's more competition and things like that. But I just want to know from your perspective, which one would you say is harder, or would you just say like it's equally as challenging, like no matter which way you're trying to go?
I'm gonna say it's kind of both. Like, it's harder for women because in the WNBA there's only 12 teams and only 12 players can be on each team. So that's only 144 players that can be active. You can have like you've been drafted and you like on a wait list or you're waivered, but like it's harder because once you get drafted, you gotta put your time in to make sure you can save your spot. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to do that for the NBA, but you got teams that are like the Warriors got people on the bench, and then you got the top people, and they still getting paid. And there's more than 12, I know for sure. And so it's like, I think it's harder for women. And then you got to think, if you're not in a D1 as a woman, and you're not going to go pro unless you go overseas. When men, you could go to the G League after you go to high school and be pro in a year. You can go overseas and come back and be pro in a year. Women, it's hard. You got to do all 4 years of college. You got to do everything that you get in. You got to work harder than the people that work in 10 times harder. It's a lot.
So would you say that the WNBA should have like a G League type thing to kind of like get more people involved in that? Or do you think like, because I'm sure that there will be people who will argue like maybe there isn't enough money for it, which, I mean, there is definitely enough money. As far as like when you're talking about the NBA and all of these, like there's definitely enough money for it. But do you think it's feasible?
I think they should get more teams. I don't know about a G League, but just more teams in the WNBA league, because there's plenty of states like North Carolina and South Carolina. They don't have a team. What's another team? Another state.
Miami,
they don't have a team. Good job, Gavin. I think that's it. Really, only the major states have teams, like California, Nevada, Texas, Georgia, Chicago, New York. I think that's it.
So you think like, because like you have what's it called? You have teams in like smaller cities like in the NBA, and those teams make still like a lot of money despite being in like a smaller market, especially when you have like a generational talent come along, then they just, you know what I'm saying? So definitely the WNBA, especially like a lot of the new talent coming in from college and the people I see in high school, I think a lot of them are going to be really, really good. And they're going to be like highlight reels. So I do think that they should add more teams. I think that's a better solution than adding a G League, because right now you said 12 teams.
12 teams, yeah.
Yeah, right now that's just ridiculous to me. But man, I don't know. I think I agree with you on that one. But my next question for you, Jehari. In the last 4 years, the women's basketball team has had some seriously talented players. Like I remember when I was trying to play basketball for a little bit, and I played in like summer league or whatever. I remember seeing those girls play, and I was like, man, like, and this was freshman year, and I was like, Jesus, like they are really good. And I'm talking about varsity here. I don't know any of their names, but I just know when I was watching those girls play, I was like, man, they're like really good. And even like the girls that are like a year ahead of you, like if I remember correctly, it was like Monet, a couple of girls. I just don't remember their name at the moment, but they were like seriously talented. So you got to watch them play, and you learn from them as you grew into the player you are. So who of those players would you say impacted your game the most? Like you learned the most from, you took the most tips from? Who would you say, even if it's multiple people, impacted your game the most?
I'll have to shout out my girl Mariah Fletcher. I've known Mariah since I was in middle school, and I think it was her freshman year of high school, because Coach Fletcher used to coach at the middle school. And she kind of took me under her wing. She would give me all the props, tell me this and that, how to control my footwork and all this. And, for those who don't, I'm a little hot-headed, so I get mad easily. And so she was one of those people who got irritated easily too. And so she kind of really helped me deal with my anger on the court to, when to use it and when not to use it. So yeah, Mariah, that's about it.
But nah, so that's interesting. I'm not sure who, Gavin, do you know who Mariah Fletcher is? I'm not really sure who she is, but
No.
Was she like a big like you, Jehari, or was she like a guard?
She was put down as a big, but honestly, Mariah could do everything.
Hybrid.
Yeah, she was hybrid. She was really hybrid. She could do almost everything.
You see, so she must have been really talented if you're giving her this much praise. What grade was she in? I should say, how much older was she than you?
Ooh, she was 2 years older because she was class of 2020.
Class of 2020. Dang, so she graduated during COVID.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks, especially when you talk about basketball because the season was kind of cut short. But okay, cool. So Gav, you can go ahead and ask your next question.
All right. What do you think the team could have done differently for a deeper playoff push?
One, I think, to be honest, we all had to work on our attitudes as a team because girls have really big egos. Mm-hmm. So they clash. Also, I think we just need to work as a team and listen to our coaches. Other than that, it was a pretty, decent team. We were a scoring-ish team, more defensive, if anything. But yeah, our attitudes, that's about it.
So that and team chemistry.
Yeah, basically.
So barring all of those things, so in a perfect world where like you guys figured it out early on in the season, what would you project that your team could have been?
Oh, we could have been state champions, honestly. And that it sucks because a lot of like past players were coming to us, and I'm talking like 15, 16 years out past players. And it was like, y'all could be a state championship team if y'all just work together. And I thought it too, until it was like, I think it started hitting mid-season and we still wasn't clicking. I was like, yeah, this is not happening. And so I was just like, we gonna play it out. I mean, we made it far enough, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, it's not like you guys had a bad season. I wouldn't say you guys had a bad season.
I think our end record was
18-7.
Yeah, 18-7. So it wasn't bad.
Made it to the first round of the state playoffs. It's a good season.
It's not a bad season at all. It's just, and I'm kind of mad because honestly, like I really wish I went to go see more like games, man. Like I didn't really start going to stuff until like the end of the year, man. It was like I just really regret not seeing like a lot of like I should have went to senior night. I should have went to a state playoff game. Like I didn't really start going to that stuff until the second semester, and that just happened to be when I got a lot more busy. So, hey man, but I don't know. We'll definitely be keeping a lookout on you for Methodist University, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, hey, we gonna keep tabs, and we'll definitely ask you to come back on here. But I'll go ahead and ask my next question. What kind of role would you say you played on the team, and what do you want to play? And do you want to play a bigger role at the next level?
Okay. As I played on the team, I think I was more of like somewhat of the leader, somewhat of like the quote unquote mother hen. So not much. I mean, I played, but I wasn't their go-to scoring person. So I was the one, if they needed really good defense, I was in. If they needed someone to be level-headed and not start a fight, I was in. And for my next team, I think I just want to be useful or feel useful. And I don't have to score because scoring's not everything, but just to make an impact on my team and like on our conference and division and all that stuff.
So hold on. So you don't feel like you made as great of an impact this year as you could?
No, I don't at all.
So what do you think? So what do you? Well, I hate to ask this kind of question, but what do you think you could have changed to make a bigger impact, or do you think it was kind of out of your control?
I think it was both, cause some things happened where at that point I just didn't feel like fighting with my teammates anymore, so I just let them do whatever they wanted, and and then also it was out of my control because I'm not a coach, so I can't control what's done during a game. So.
I see what you're saying. Okay, and I guess speaking on the next level a little bit more, I just say or I should ask who do you think you could compare your game to, or who do you think you're trying to model your game after in the WNBA or in college now? And who do you think, or I should say, who do you think I should say, who do you think you want to play like the most at the next level?
Ooh. I definitely would want to play the most like Asia Wilson or Shakira Austin. Shakira Austin just got drafted though, so you might not know much about her, but Asia Wilson, top tier. She's that girl. She's that girl. She can rebound like crazy, score like crazy, play defense like crazy. That's who I want to put myself after.
Yeah, I was watching her actually in the bubble. Was she in the finals in the bubble? Was it in the bubble when she was in the finals, or was it last year? I want to say the Aces won, or at least went to the finals in the last 2 years, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it was during the bubble, actually. Yeah, I think it was during the bubble.
Yeah, I remember watching her, and I was like, "Geez, she can really play. She really knows how to play." I'm not gonna lie. I think she was the one that eliminated the Phoenix Mercury, honestly, because that's my team. Phoenix Mercury, that's my team. That's why I'm always talking about.
Well, they're trash this year. Sorry, they're so bad.
Okay, but like I was telling my uncle the other day, Diana Taurasi is getting old. It's Diana, right?
Yes.
She's still
not old, right? She can still ball though. She's just not in her younger years. I'm not gonna say she's not in her prime because she could whip me and everything. But yeah, I mean, her and Sue Bird, they're almost. Sue Bird, I think, is the oldest in the league. Well, who's been in the league longer? Because you got Sylvia Fowles. This is her last year. She's gonna retire. You got Diana Taurasi. And yeah,
You gotta remember though, we missing our big though. Is it Brittney Griner? She's in Russia right now. So, hey.
But they still. It's just like it looks like they don't have no team chemistry. You saw that whole fight was between her and Diana Taurasi. They started a fight on the bench.
Diana Taurasi in a fight?
And Skylar, it was Diana Taurasi and Skylar. Yeah, and Skylar Diggins. They had a whole argument.
Verbal dispute.
Verbal dispute. But I mean, disputes, whatever. It's just, I mean, they just don't look like they have any chemistry.
Look like the Lakers this season. This is like the Lakers this season, pretty much.
Well, you know what I say. If it's Phoenix Mercury, hey, like I said, we get Brittney Griner back. Sue Bird play one more season. Diana Taurasi, I feel like she's still gonna be in the league 3 years from now, bro. And she's like 39.
3 years? Nah.
Bro, did you see what she be putting on a shooting clinic, bro?
She got like 2 more in her.
Diana Taurasi be putting on a shooting clinic, bro. Like I said, I was watching some of her highlights this morning, bro. 38 points, 8 threes, just sparking, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. We gonna be back in the finals in like 2 years, bro. Phoenix Mercury and the Phoenix Suns, they're gonna be in the finals together.
All right. Do you have any aspirations of taking your playing career farther than college basketball?
Ooh, I've thought about it. At least maybe playing overseas, but I've heard some things about playing overseas. The WNBA, if it's more, what's the word? Not inclusive, but more put out there, and like there's more teams and this and that. I don't know, but you want to become a doctor, so I don't know how that would tie in to playing pro.
Probably wouldn't.
So I don't know if that answered your question.
Answer my question.
Okay.
So you're essentially leaning more towards being a doctor at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So what made you then? Can I ask you this then? What made you like want to be a doctor?
I think it was when my mom got pregnant with my little brother, and she wasn't the youngest. I think she was 39 when she got pregnant with my little brother, so she had to go to all these different doctors, and I had to take her to her appointments because my dad was working, so I went with her. And it was just like, I don't know, I want to become an OBGYN if that didn't become clear. So I can, help bring little babies in the world, and also want to become a fetal surgeon so I can do surgery on the babies while they're still in the womb so they don't come out with like tumors and some disorders or like the cleft lips and all that. So yeah, my mom would be my inspiration.
That actually sounds really cool. You know me, I have a passion for science. So anything science related is really cool to me. And medicine, of course, falls into that category. But that's amazing, though. Honestly, I really do hope you keep up with that, man. But do you have any more questions for Jehari?
Yeah, I'm actually interested in like the scholarship. Like what played like a big role into that? Was it high school or like AAU?
Oh, it was definitely AAU. Not to diss you or anything, but yeah, I had more film-ish from then. And then my AAU coach, he was really like my recruiter. He found all the coach that I'm with and all the other coaches I talked to. He really kind of like put my name out there and all that stuff. So I have to give my props up to him and all that.
I was just gonna say, Methodist University is in North Carolina or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
Okay. Wait, Gab, say what you were saying. My bad, bro.
Oh no, I won't say nothing.
Oh,
So you think you're ready to make that move to North Carolina? Like, would you be comfortable up there?
Definitely. I'm ready to go. I'm so ready to be independent. Not independent, because I still got to, I don't know. My parents, they're still discussing about me letting me take my car and all that. I think they're going to let me. And at this point, I'm just ready to be on my own. Because, where I'm going is a PWI. So.
You're like a beautiful school.
Yeah, it's a nice school. But, there's a HBCU down the street. So that answers those other questions.
So you're done with Georgia. Like you're not done with Georgia, but you're ready to kind of like, move
change
on
the scenery.
to the next chapter.
Yeah, because I've been in Georgia my entire life, and there is nothing to do here. All the schools here don't interest me. I don't know if it's just because I've been here my entire life and I know how they are and where they are. It's just, no. I need a new scenery.
Yeah, I got one more question. What was your favorite on and off the court memory your senior year?
On and off. On would have had to been would have had to been the time we played Dutchtown at home. I don't know. That game was just like, it was a lot because it was loud because it's Dutchtown. And then there was like actually, no, I'm gonna take that back. Best on it was my senior night because one, I played that entire game and I felt so great. And then there was like a fight between like the coaches and the refs and the principal. It was just, I don't know. I love drama. So that's my best on. Off favorite would be the day we took like our professional pictures for the team, and everybody looked so nice, and we were always just hyping each other up. So I think that those two, those are the best ones.
That's nice. What are you gonna miss most about high school basketball?
Ooh, probably how lenient it is, because I already know in college they're not going to be as lenient as high school is, where like if I have something to do, I'm not gonna be able to just say, oh, I'm doing this because it's college. And like probably some teammates, because I liked some of them. So that's
I like some of them. Okay.
What should we expect from you from your first year at Methodist University?
A goal I'm setting for myself is going to be rookie of the year in my conference and rookie of the year, or at least like rookie of the year at my school. Those are 2 goals. So look out for that.
I will.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you got that under control. I'm going to be expecting that. But, okay. So, Jehari, hopefully future rookie of the year of Methodist University and the conference, whatever that conference. What is the conference? Do you know?
Hold on. I want USA South. That's what it is.
USA South. So, hopefully future rookie of the year of USA South and of Methodist University. And with that being said, do you have any closing remarks for the audience, Jehari?
Peace and love.
All right. And with that being said, Gavin, do you have anything else you want to say?
Like, comment, subscribe, and follow Jehari on her social medias down below.
Do that.
Yeah, they will definitely be down below. Now, I would suggest against following her just because I follow her and she was posting like some nonsense on her story and stuff. So like, I would recommend against it. But with that being said, before she has any chance to retaliate, we can go ahead and close out this video. Like and subscribe, comment, let us know what y'all want to see next. And with that being said, it's anything goes, one shot, and we out.